Greetings. Once again, I'm Dr. Terver Zua Tule. Tule is my surname. So many people simply just refer to me as Dr. Tule. I'm a medical doctor by profession, a graduate of the University of Jos Medical School. I also ventured to postgraduate medical college in Ijanikin, Nigerian Postgraduate Medical College, where I became a diplomate of the college in family medicine. I'm married with a daughter who is a teen now. My wife's name, Mrs. Ahemen Tule, my daughter Stage23 Tule. Of course, my kith and kins are there. When there is no balance between the issues concerning the elders and the youths, Benue is beginning to experience the drift from rural to urban drift, and some people even go beyond rural to urban drift. We are losing our best brains from Benue to other states. A short while ago, I remember when people from Calabar and South were all over Benue State doing many jobs. Today you don't find them doing that. There were these governors who sat together. I remember Donald Duke and co during their time sat together and took a deliberate policy to pull back their people. Those who needed to go to school went back to school. Those who needed to acquire skills got skill acquisitions. And so many things. There were those who were empowered to do business. Today, there is no Ekaete or anybody from those places who are doing many jobs in Benue. Most of the people that leave Benue today in the name of urban drift go to Abuja, that is not far from us here. What do you see? They are the ones that are doing security jobs and all the things, many things that are happening there. I mean, are we going to abandon them to that fate? No. Benue must become an industrialized state. And by this, I'm not just talking about the city. An industrialized state that will be able to zone the state to different zones based on their on this collaboration and then best issues that they have advantage of. Let me use yam, for example. If so much yam is produced from so-so local government, is it possible to bring value chain, add value chain to it? Will they be producing and selling raw yam? Will you do pounded yam factory for them so that they are busy adding value to yam? And we can have cottage industries all over the state that are taking care of our produce and they are not being wasted. By the time you shift urbanization and industrialization and shift it back to the rural areas, the drift to town will stop. Rather, people will be going from the so-called town back to the villages to earn a good living. And this is where we need the energies of the youth to be self-employed. Elsewhere, the things we neglect here are good business. The big people in America are farmers. How come when you call somebody a farmer here, he doesn't like it? It's because we are practicing subsistence farming. But by the time we scare these issues and take them to profitable ventures, you will see that you and I will be proud. Today I'm talking about governance. You want me to tell you where I will end tomorrow? Dr. Tule is going to become a big farmer after his service in government house. I'll become a big farmer. We would have created an enabling environment for the farming community to prosper, to take farming from subsistence to an industrialized venture, to add value to it, and make it a win-win situation for everybody. I look at the Benue where even if you don't go to school, you can venture into anything tomorrow, going forward from 2023, and you'll be able to prosper well. This is the mindset of our Eastern brothers. That's why they come here. They are doing trade here and there, and before you know it, they are millionaires. Look in town here. The skyscrapers, the high-rising buildings, the businesses who are behind it. The advantage of having education as an industry, so over time we are well educated. If we venture into commerce now, we do better. So I encourage the youths to look forward to a better day going forward if we make the right choices. Sports We have talented people in Benue who have excelled in the past. They are around to mentor our people. Do we have the facilities? Do we have the football academies here? There is so much we can do, from farming to the most exotic issues of life. They can be found in Benue. We don't lack the manpower. We don't lack the resources. It's harnessing them and making meaning out of it that is our issue in Benue State. And for me, therefore, I'm not looking at big issues that people talk about. I'm looking at the very things that affect our lives to be able to change them so that we can live a better life. And like I said before, if we don't do that, if we don't industrialize Benue through agriculture, then we'll be missing the point. When Lagos State wanted to partner with a state to produce rice, how come they jumped Benue and went to Kebbi? When we are the food basket of the nation, something is amiss somewhere. We must look at the issues surrounding us and be able to strengthen them. That is why I come in as a system strengthening person, to be able to solve those issues for us. They are not rocket science, my brother. They are simple issues that if you put the right finger on and activate the tap, you will see that Benue will be prospering. Benue can simply become an industrialized agricultural hub. From that alone, the value chain will be so expansive that you'll be wondering, where were we all this while? I can give you a quick example. If I say, oh, let Benue State government talk to Access Bank to give you 1 billion naira loan, put these cameras off, go into poultry. The one we want you to do is just create an abattoir for poultry alone. We want a massive abattoir that can slaughter 10,000 birds in a day. The immediate challenge that you will have is where to get those birds. By reason of this singular project, you are going to have so many poultry farms in Benue so that they can supply you. We are going to have so many farmers farming rice, soybean, and all the things, maize, and all the things you need to make chicken feeds. You are going to have so many people supplying fertilizer. You are going to have so many people transporting these things up and down. And it will again be the business of government to give you an enabling environment where you can sell your produce. I just mentioned one thing in agriculture, but look at the ripple effects. And these are things that can be covered within a single term of 4 years. Changing the landscape on how we do business. Changing the landscape on how we make value, add value to the things that are lying fallow here. Every farming season, you see how much produce is rotten and wasted, and you weep if you understand the issues I'm talking about. Do we have a produce board? Do we have the road network to be able to transport these things from the hinterlands to where they will come? We can even stratify it and say that these are production zones, these are manufacturing zones, these are value addition zones. And if you understand what I'm saying, if you can just envisage it, you see that all over the state, it will be a big hub of activities and things will be going on fine. Everybody will not be left out. From the taxi driver, the lorry driver, the Okada person, the fish farmer, the yam farmer, the pepper, tomato, name it. The activities will be so much. And what's the benefit of government in it? As a government, will be taking my small tax. And the people will be prospering. They won't be angry paying when they understand the issues that are there. Even the tax we are talking about, it will depend on the form of tax. What if I only take a toll fee? You know, so there are many ways to eat. I think we should be serious in Benue and begin to understand that it is time for the professionals to take the steering of leadership and lead us to prosperity.